Can you ask a woman her real age? I asked that question because of what I saw on the second part of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion, where Carlos asked Destiny her age straight up to her face. How old are you? And I'm like, I was kind of taken aback. I'm clutching pearls that's non-existent, because growing up, I know that is not something that you do. So has times and things changed? Is it okay now to ask a woman her age? Let's talk about it. Let's dive into this. So we have it where Carlos, welcome Destiny back. They play her package. And we know Destiny is now dating Miss Nell's son. And Carlos, he's like, I know there's an age difference between you. And I know there's an age difference between you too. So how old are you? And Destiny was taken aback. I guess like me, she was raised right too, because that's not a question you asked, you blurt out. And Miss Nell said she's 42. And Destiny was like, no, I'm not. She's like, but that's what you told me. You were 42. And Destiny said, I never told you that. And they go on to ask the question. And we never found out her age, which I think is great, because honestly, you're not supposed to tell. Some people were trying to make, like Marceau was trying to make the exchange lighthearted. He puts in the humor there at times. And others were like, she's 40 plus. And, others just sat quietly. But I don't think it was okay for that question to be asked. So I went on and did a little bit of research to see, the consensus of how you're supposed to ask that question. So let's read. It's because we've all heard it before. Never ask a woman her age. But why is that a thing? Is it really that big of a deal? And if so, when can you ask? Let's break down the do's and don'ts of asking a woman her real age. So when do you think it's okay to ask? You have to consider the context. Like, for instance, if you're in the DMV, a doctor's office, or filing paperwork, asking a woman her age is totally fine. But if you're just making a small talk at a party, maybe not. Which I think, which is what Carlos was doing. I don't think it was appropriate. I'm sorry. Another way, the do's of asking a woman her age is you have to be respectful and ask politely. Instead of blurting out, how old are you? Which is what Carlos did. Try something softer like, would you be comfortable sharing your age? Trust me, the tone and wording makes a huge difference. You also have to gauge the comfort level. If she hesitates and dodges the question, don't keep pressing. As they say, read the room, which is what Carlos was not reading the room. He kept pressing, and so was Miss Nell. She didn't want to say it. You should have just moved on with the questioning, changed the topic, whatever. Read the room, as they say. You must also consider cultural differences. In some cultures, age is just a number, but in others, it's considered rude to ask. Know your audience. And it's obvious that Destiny was not ready to answer that question. They're feeling like she dodges question. This is what Carlos said to Miss Nell. Do you feel like Destiny dodged the question, like she doesn't really want to share? And I think he also changed the subject where he asked her, you were asked the question. Miss Nell offered the conversations, like I was asked the questions, how do you feel about Destiny being your daughter-in-law? She said they all went out together. It was her, Chris, Destiny, Lance, Marceau, and Tisha. And she said when they went out, she was fine with it at the time, but she can't honestly say right now that she would welcome Destiny as her daughter-in-law. Initially she said I would welcome it when they went to dinner, but now she don't know. Something's going on. I guess we're gonna find out next season, because here we are at the reunion. Another point that is brought forward, it says make it lighthearted. If she jokes about being forever 21, hey, that's me. If she jokes about being forever 21, just roll with it. A little humor keep things fun. I'm always 25. I'm never older than 25. So now that was the do's about asking a woman her age. Now here are the don'ts. Don't just assume it's okay, Carlos. Just because one woman is open about her age doesn't mean every woman is. If it's not a one-size-fits-all rule. Okay? Okay, Carlos, okay? Avoid judgmental reactions. Saying you look great for your age might sound like a compliment, but sometimes it's just not. Don't ever say that to a woman. You look great for your age. That's just that. That would just turn her off completely. The third point of the don'ts of asking a woman age: don't push for an answer, which is what Carlos and Miss Nell was doing. They were the only two pushing. Everybody else was trying to stay neutral or just trying to help Destiny. Don't push for an answer. If she dodges the question, that's your cue to move on. No need for interrogation, which is what they were doing to her. That wasn't cool at all. I didn't like that at all. I did not like that. The next point is never ask in a professional setting. Unless it's legally required, avoid asking about age in work situations. It can come off as inappropriate and even discriminatory. You can discriminate by asking a woman her age in the work setting. Okay. Point number 5. Saying you're too old for that or at your age is a big no-no. Let people enjoy what they enjoy. I agree, because I know when my little niece and nephew come over and we're playing, I'm like, I should not be doing this with you guys, but I'm enjoying myself, you know? So, at the end of the day, age is just a number, but how you ask about it can say a lot about you. So what do you think? Have you ever been asked your age in a weird or funny way? Tell us about it in the comments below. I didn't like the fact that Carlos and Miss Nell was pushing Destiny. The fact that she paused, she pushed back in her chair. Body language, as they say, read the room. He should not have pressed it. Miss Nell should not have pressed it. Let's talk about it off camera. All right, so that is my opinion on can you ask a woman her real age. Follow those tips and she may not be so mad at you. Make sure that you like this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the comments. Keep watching for more. And until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye. Tired of the same old styles? Ready to make waves with your wardrobe? Welcome to Touch Me Textures, where bold meets beautiful and every piece is designed to turn heads. Our collections are all about textures that feel as good as they look. From flowy dresses to eye-catching accessories, we've got everything you need to express your style your way. Find pieces that speak to you for every vibe, every adventure. And the best part? Our site makes it easy to shop and easy to fall in love with everything. So why wait? Dive into style that's uniquely yours at touchmetextures.com. Feel fabulous, look unforgettable. Click the link in the description to check out all we have to offer.